So, hello there, everyone that's going to see this video. Yeah. So, here we are again. So, welcome to the Path to Wellness. I'm Doris Johnson Merritt, and we are on the last Friday night in 2022. Yay! So, yes, and so looking forward to tomorrow night. I know many going to be out celebrating. I haven't decided. One of the churches going to do like a watch night service, so I think I might go to that. Yeah, so that'll be my party and that I'll do. But we'll continue with our theme of decision. And so let me remind you once again in reference to the Path to Wellness. As I said, we are a 501c3 charitable organization, and we focus on spreading good cheer and helping those, especially military and first responders, in reference to meeting their goals and enhancing their life. Yeah, so living a fulfilled life, living a life of hope. Because as I said, once you lose hope, that's when we get into that sticky area of not wanting to be here in this life any longer. And so we come every day. And so we cover 5 areas of life. We start with the spiritual. Even though I don't proselytize anyone, that means I don't try to convince you of, to be part of my faith. I put it out there. If you feel that what I am doing can benefit you, then it's up to you. But we start with the spiritual. And then we go to the physical, maintaining this body, being healthy with this body. The same with that. I have been part of the wellness company, a customer of the wellness company. Also, that is one source of my income for what? Going on 30 years, if I believe. And I don't push that on you. You're perfectly welcome. I always tell you to, you can message me or whatever you want to know information about it. And, and then that's how I go. Back when I first started, yes, I was completely active, trying to pounce on people in order for them to be healthy. Because I know that, if we don't have health in this body, we don't have anything. Your health is priceless. So we focus on the body. Then intellectual, intellectual in reference to always learning. Stay in the school of continually and, learning, staying up with what is going on in society. That way you can benefit yourself and benefit others. And then the social, and then, of course, the financial. And so the financial, as I said many years ago, been about, now 20 years ago. Wow, my goodness. Yes, that I started on a journey of, being conscious that money is currency, and currency mean it will flow. And if you don't give it a name and tell it where to go, it will flow away from you, flow like water, and you won't know where it has went. So, being in that area of personal finance, managing your finance, also planning for the next generation that come after you. So with that being said, and I'll just reiterate, it is the spiritual, the physical, the intellectual, the social, and the financial area of life that we focus on the Path to Wellness, and try to come on each and every day and bring you some form of word and encouragement and speak a blessing over you. Okay? So our scripture today is coming from Matthew, and I'm using the Message version of the scripture because I like how it read. And so Matthew 7:24 and 27. So I'm going to go ahead and read that. So it says, "These words I speak to you are not incidental additions to your life, homeowners, improvements to your standard of living. They are foundational words to build a life on. If you work these words into your life, you are like a smart carpenter who built his house on a solid rock. Rain poured down, the river flooded, a tornado hit, but nothing moved that house. It was fixed to the rock. But if you just use your words in the Bible studies and don't work them into your life, you are like a stupid carpenter who built his house on the sandy beach When the storm rolled in and the waves came, it collapsed like a house of cards. And so that's why I encourage you, as I said, it's application. You can get all the words, all the knowledge, read all the books, but if you do not apply it, you do not put it into action. It's like the scripture says that faith without work is dead. Nothing is going to change in your life. 5 years down the road, you're still in the same position. 10 years down the road, you're still at the same point and position. 15 years down the road, 20, I can keep going on and on. So you get the point. So we don't want to be that. So in your decision making, if you have been living that type of life, decide going into 2023 that you're going to make some solid decisions that will bring stability in your goals into your life. Where, as I said, a wise person leave an inheritance for their children's children. And so I look at that inheritance not only as far as finance, I look at it as far as health. I look at it as far as being able to get along with others and communicate. Last night, we talked about, a person who wants friends, show themselves friendly. Being able to be a social person and could be part of a team, but part of a group that can get things done. That's an inheritance too. You can have all the money in the world and be some old mean, hateful, grouchy person that nobody can get along with you, and you got to buy friends. And if you go to the proverb, what it say? That the rich have many friends as long as they got money. So like that. So that inheritance that you leave. So in these decisions that you make, I know we're on the tip of going into 2023, but you don't have to, worry about rushing. If you haven't, did that vision board yet, and you haven't, started, I haven't, finished my vision board. I add to what was left over from the year past. And if I want to continue on that, I put it on the next vision board and then add other stuff. So if you haven't even thought about a vision board, you don't even know what a vision board is. Don't give up on yourself. Just say that, hey, during the month of January, I'm going to plan. I'm going to make some decisions for my life for the whole year. As I said, life without a plan is going to happen. Life is going to happen. But if you have a plan, at least you have some type of map. With these phones now, we have that GPS. Anytime we get to go somewhere, going into GPS, start GPS in your life. Don't just be out there. Hi, agents. It's good to see you on tonight. So yes, as I said, it's last Friday in 2022. So make those decisions. Then as far as your budget concerned, you might already have received your funds for going into January's, but still, if you haven't set that budget up and told that money where to go, and if you're part of a credit union, usually they have some type of budgeting software. There's so much budgeting software that is around, and if you're a person that just use paper, do that. But as I said, start planning. So you can have hope. Knowing that you're not just existing like that. And so you need a budget, like that. And so I've used many different software. I've used Dave Ramsey Financial Peace. I've used Larry Burkett over the years. I've used Debt Free and Prosper Living. But right now, I kind of like the software. You need a budget, like that. So that's what I use as far as doing my budget. And I had allowed myself to, starting, I think, like in September, I was kind of slack and allowed myself to get off track. But hey, I started back getting on track in December. So when I go into 2023, I will be on track. And so you do the same. Make those decisions that are going to enhance your life. And so when it enhances your life, then it'll enhance the life of others that are around you. So make those decisions. And in everything, I always tell you, wrap all of it up in love. Say yes, yeah. It is so many great things that are going on. Even I said, even with the, as I said, the people that are living, we talk about the war in Ukraine, but there are so many places in the world that there are, bad things that are going on. Excuse me, it seemed like a sneeze was finna come on, so excuse me. Yeah. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah. But, like there's droughts in certain part of Africa, like that. And then in India, they're having floods and stuff. So it's so much stuff in Brazil. The rainforest, under the other administration that was over it, the rainforest was being destroyed, And so a lot of bad stuff is going on. But guess what? When I check in with those people, and notice they still have hope. There, even in those countries, there is people that have hope. Yeah, yeah, and they are not in the comfortable state that we are here in America, and so we can even have hope, even in all our stuff that is going on in our life. Yeah, and so as we finish up on this last Friday night in 2022, I'm going to speak the blessing over you, and as I said, don't feel pressured that you're behind. Usually we be talking about, I'm going to eat right. That's good. But then let's look at least those 5 areas of life that, that we look at on the path to wellness. If you're part of the one that follow this, particular group. Yeah. And I'll be bringing more. I'm getting myself more. Same as I'm telling you, making decisions. I'm getting myself more organized, that I will be on a consistent, more focused path to come to you, and probably come with some structured classes or courses that you can follow. Like if you're a person that have never budgeted before, I can come, looking forward to coming once again. I did it last year, and then show you how to set up your budget where it is not stressful, like that, and that you can at least get started. I say it like that. Yeah. And then in other areas of your life, just to have you to feel good about yourself, no matter where you are in life. Okay. So as I speak the blessing over you all, I speak always that you will have that peace that surpasses all understanding. Yeah. And as I tell you, no matter what is going on in your life, keep that peace. Yeah. And then I speak that you have joy. Joy has nothing to do with what is happening. It is just that deep, steady assurity that life is going to go on, and that this time that you have here in this life is going to mean something. And if it don't mean anything to anybody but you and your closest circle of influence, it will mean something. Okay? And then, as I tell you, that joy comes from the strength that God gives us, and we receive that strength from the Holy Spirit that lives within us. Yeah. And so, until I come again, so you all remember that God loves you, and I love you too. And so I look forward to seeing you the next time we come together on the path to wellness. So good night. Thanks, Asia. Bye-bye.